What's up, guys? Mason the Brock Henderson here, and this is Iron Fist Season 1, Episode 9, The Mistress of all Agonies. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's just the title. Although, all I can really think about is, you think you can defeat me? Me, the Mistress of all Agonies! Kingdom Hearts reference. Some of you get it, some of you don't. But a lot happens in this episode that some of it I was kind of expecting, some of it I wasn't expecting at all. So let's get into it. First of all, one of the things I was expecting, because I was talking about this a couple episodes ago, Harold comes back to life. Apparently he really is kind of like Frankenstein. But we find out that apparently the hand actually did something to him to where every time he dies, he just comes back to life. And so, yeah, that's it's kind of creepy and a little bit strange. But we also find out later on that apparently there was a myth of the same thing that happened to a guy like way back when. And apparently every time this guy died and came back to life, he came back worse than he was before. So it kind of makes me think of like the Lazarus Pit from, obviously, this is Marvel, that's DC. But it's the same concept. You know, you die, but when you come back to life, you lose a part of yourself. You know, you're not the same that you were before. And we're starting to see just how broken Harold is. We're starting to see him lose it. You know, he gets Kyle ice cream, and Kyle's just like, actually, I just want vanilla. I'm just like, oh, dude, you done screwed up. You think you can ask a crazy man for vanilla ice cream when he got you all of these fancy flavors? You say you don't like fancy flavors? Oh, dude, you're dead. You're dead. And sure enough, Harold kills him. So yeah, he's very clearly losing his mind. But what's interesting about this is, at first we see when he's talking to Ward, Ward is obviously freaked out because he's like, wait, you're still alive? And then on top of that, he's the one that killed him, so he's waiting for him to be like, you know, how dare you kill me? But he doesn't. He's just like, I'm so sorry, Ward. And hugs him, starts crying. And then Ward goes to see the Yang clan to find out what he can do to stop his dad and actually kill him and keep him dead this time. And when he comes out, Harold has planted drugs in his car, you know, the heroin stuff that the Hand have been selling. So now he's been arrested, and on top of that, they think he's having a psychiatric break, and so now he's at the hospital that Danny was at earlier in the season, and he's talking to the same doctor, and I'm just like, my, how the tables have turned. You know, it was kind of a bit of karma that you could see just right there. Like he's the one that got Danny put in this place, and now he's ended up in this place because of his bad decisions. So, but on top of that, we also have some other interesting things going on. Uh, Obviously, Danny's storyline is one of the big ones, but we also see Joy kind of questioning what all's going on with Ward. She's worried about him. Well, at one point, she finally decides, I'm just going to go to the apartment. She gets there. Harold directs her into his place, and she finally gets to see that her dad's still alive. And I, I'm a bit concerned for Joy at this point because we already have seen that she's willing to do whatever it takes to succeed, you know, in business especially. And so I'm worried that she'll actually be more willing to do what Ward wasn't willing to do because it's for her father. And we've seen just how much she cares for her father and how much it hurts that he's gone. So now that he's back, and if he starts telling her to do some of this stuff to help the Hand out, she'll be like, sure, why not? At least I think. Maybe she won't. Maybe she'll decide, you know, I can't be doing this. If that's what drove Ward insane, I can't do this because I don't want to be insane as well. And then, of course, onto the Danny stuff now. We see he's questioning Gao, who's not giving him any answers. She's just constantly tormenting all three of them because that's just who she is. You know, she's tormenting Colleen, then she's tormenting Claire, then Colleen again. Danny goes and gets some truth medication, gives it to her. I wonder if any of what she said is true, or if she blacked out, started spouting the truth, fell asleep, woke back up, and said, ha, see, it didn't work, not realizing that she actually gave away some information right there. But that kind of becomes a minor story point because we see Colleen, the cut that she took, that weapon was also laced with poison. So now she's somehow slowly dying, where the other guy got stabbed and then was just like, and just dead instantly. Hers is like spreading a bit slower because either she's a main character or the other guy was stabbed, I guess, near the heart, and so maybe the poison got into his heart and spread very quickly, whereas this one was in the arm. and so it spreads a lot more slowly before it's getting to her heart and then will up to her brain, which Gao says will eventually kill her. Well, to, I guess, stop the flow of the poison, she tells Danny to call her sensei, Bakuto, the guy that we saw a couple episodes ago. I didn't talk about him because he didn't seem important at the time. You know, I figured he'd probably come back. I knew he was going to come back later, and at that point I knew I would have to talk about him. Well, we find out that he's actually her sensei. So that's kind of interesting because when we first saw him, it was kind of playing it up like, are they brother and sister? Are they lovers? And she's seeing Danny on the side, and or is he on the side? I wasn't really sure what exactly they were playing at there, but it was a very small scene. Well, now all of a sudden he comes in, he knows the Iron Fist, and he knows his abilities as well. So I'm curious to see who these people are. But he shows Danny how to use the Iron Fist, and he like takes the poison out of her, or he burns the poison inside of her, or something like that, using an open palm Iron Fist. I don't know how that works. He's like, alright, summon the Iron Fist. Now open it. I'm like, but wait, that's not a fist anymore. It's the Iron Palm. They need to change the title of the show. But he manages to get the poison out of her, but doing that, I guess, sucked a lot of energy out of him. And so he passes out. Bakuto picks him up, they put him in a truck, Colleen goes with him, and it's almost like they had planned for this. Like, she actually knew she was going to get poisoned, so she knew they'd have to call Bakuto, which she knew would mean they would take Danny and Madame Gao. I don't exactly know what they're going to do. I don't know what the plan is. I don't know who they are. So this is kind of a little bit of a mystery, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen next and where that's going. But, I mean, all in all, this was a pretty interesting episode. Like I said, a lot of stuff happened. And it didn't seem like it at first. It didn't seem like there was going to be a lot of stuff happening. It seemed like it was a bit slower. We were kind of slowly, Harold getting out of the swamp took a good, 45 seconds just for him to get out of the swamp and then slowly look around. And I'm just like, this scene is taking forever. This is going to be a slow episode, right? But no, it picked up. It kept going. There is one other thing, I guess it's a little bit of a mystery that just sort of hit me. There's that guy that, I don't know, he bumped into Harold near Rand Enterprises when Harold was finding his way around. And then all of a sudden he goes to this food truck that's nearby. He knocks out the guy, ties him up, and he's just sitting there making somehow deadly aluminum foil ninja stars. I don't know how that's possible, because I don't know, it's aluminum foil. Just because you wrap it up doesn't all of a sudden make it. I mean, if you did that to paper, it wouldn't all of a sudden be able to be deadly. It would hurt, but you wouldn't be able to like throw it into something. You wouldn't be able to throw it into wood. He's sitting there wrapping up the aluminum foil into Ninja Star and then tossing it into the metal side of the truck, and it's just sticking in there. So I don't know. That seemed maybe a little bit more than a little goofy, but he's for some reason he wants to get to Danny because this one guy comes walking by with we have Rand's position, and so he follows them and he's there whenever Danny's being put into all the trucks and stuff. So I don't know if this guy's a member of the Hand, but we saw that it was almost like that guy walked by with Danny's position and he seemed like he was a member of the Hand. Maybe. I don't know, he could have been a member of Bakuto's group, but for whatever reason, that guy apparently wants Danny dead as well. So we'll see where this is going, but all in all, still enjoying it. Still looking forward to see what's coming next. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. What did you like and dislike about this episode? Let me know. We can talk about it and discuss all the good stuff. Leave a like and subscribe for future Iron Fist reviews. I'll see you at the next one. Peace out.